Apparently, a statement that Facebook's CEO made wouldn't have been allowed on his own platform. That's based on leaked footage that shows Mark Zuckerberg raising concerns about virus vaccines changing people's DNA, even though his company doesn't allow content that makes this claim, calling it misinformation.
We have a new Project Veritas drop to show you. It reveals leaked footage of Mark Zuckerberg commenting on the CCP virus vaccines in July. He questions the vaccine safety while assuming they change the recipient's DNA.
But I do just want to make sure that I share some caution on this because we just don't know the long-term side effects of basically modifying people's DNA and RNA to directly encode in a person's DNA and RNA, basically the ability to produce those antibodies, and whether that causes other mutations or other risks downstream.
But it seems Zuckerberg's very comment would be censored on his own platform if he were to post that statement today. That's because last week the company issued a new policy on the content related to COVID-19 vaccines. It states the goal of this policy is to combat misinformation about vaccinations and diseases, which, if believed, could result in reduced vaccinations and harm public health and safety. Facebook says its policy is meant to allow people to discuss, debate, and share their personal experiences and opinions. But the tech giant banned claims that say COVID-19 vaccines change people's DNA. That's, of course, after Zuckerberg himself raised those concerns. But then in November, he appears to change his stance as he interviews leading government scientist Dr. Fauci.
And just to clear up one point, I mean, my understanding is that these vaccines do not modify your DNA or RNA. So I think that's just an important point to clarify. If I'm getting anything wrong here, of course, correct me. But
No.
but just to make that clear.
No. First of all, DNA is inherent in your own nucleus cell. Sticking in anything foreign will ultimately get cleared.
Good. Well, I'm glad we can clear that up.
Facebook didn't respond right away to a request for comment.